You know, in the past year, one of the really good stories coming out of entertainment has been the ridiculous success of Disney Plus. The ridiculous. They have quadrupled their expectations almost every step of the way. And now we just found out they hit another milestone. Bob Chapek, the new CEO of Disney. Bob Iger is still the head honcho there, chairman of the board, just for a few more months until he retires. But Bob Chapek, CEO, conducted the meeting where they revealed that Disney Plus has now passed 100 million subscribers. Disney Plus has now passed 100 million subscribers, which is damn impressive. Following on that, though, came news that made me scratch my head a little bit. Bob Chapek saying that they're going to try to aim to have 100 new titles every year. Remember at the last investors call where Bob Iger got on stage and said, guys, we're about quality, not quantity. That's our guiding principle, Bob Iger said at that big announcement where they revealed all the upcoming Star Wars and everything shows. He said, we focus on quality, not quantity. Well, maybe Bob Chapek doesn't completely share that point of view, because Bob Chapek in that meeting, he said the following. He said this. Let me see if I can get this a little larger here for you guys to see. Where did it go? I lost it. There it is. Bob Chapek said the following: the enormous success of Disney Plus, which has now surpassed 100 million subscribers, which is insane, has inspired us to be even more ambitious and to significantly increase our investment in the development of high-quality content, Mr. Chapek said. In fact, we set a target of 100 new titles per year, and this includes Disney Animation, Disney Live Action, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic. Our direct-to-consumer business is the company's top priority, which they've been saying for about a year now, and our robust pipeline of content will continue to fuel its growth. I'll tell you what, Rob. I mean, while I'm completely thrilled for Disney's success with Disney Plus, 100 million subscribers, that's great. We spent 2020 getting one piece, well, two if you count Hamilton, and we should count Hamilton. We had two pieces of top tier premium original content. And a lot of their other stuff was just simple filler. Like, and I know they have its fans, and that's fine. Like, hey, Shop Class with Justin Long. I love Justin Long, but let's call it what it is. That was very low budget filler content. Be Our Chef with, what's her name from The Office? Angela, with Angela from The Office hosting it. That was it was a nice little show, but let's call it what it is. It was low budget filler content. But now they seem to be turning up the heat, right? We just talked yesterday that we got like 6 Marvel shows coming out this year alone on Disney Plus, which is kind of crazy. But 100? I don't even know that I want them trying to make 100 pieces of original content. I'd rather just make 30 pieces of original content a year and focus on the higher quality stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Rob, there's 2 things to break down here. Number one, Disney Plus passed 100 million subscribers, which is about 2.5 years, they said, ahead of their pace of what they were expecting. But also Chapek saying we're going to aim for 100 pieces of content per year. What do you think about that?
Good luck. I mean, look, obviously that is ambitious, and I think they're going to probably end up acquiring things from all over the world, kind of like what Netflix does. But I mean, that's going to put a lot of people to work. If they're really going to make 100 pieces of new content, that's a lot of money, a lot of production work for people, hopefully. But again, it really depends on, throwing out numbers is one thing, and talking about great content is one thing, but actually going out and making it and delivering it, that's something else. And everyone, I always get, I understand it was a shareholders call, it was the annual virtual shareholders meeting. So that's what they want to hear. But we, of course, John, you and I have made things, and I ask myself, who's going to make all of that? How are they going to make all of that? It takes a while to develop good shows. So good on you, and congratulations to everybody who has work. But that's a very, very ambitious slate. And who even at the studio is going to oversee all that?
Yeah, I just I hear that and it makes me a little bit nervous. I don't want them to take the Netflix route. Like Netflix has obviously we all have Netflix. We love Netflix. Netflix is fantastic, but Netflix, it's also sometimes it's very, here's the thing. When you throw in so much filler content, it sometimes makes it very difficult to find the really good stuff. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I almost would rather see, like I said, I would rather see them put out 30 new shows and movies per year and know that they're all going to have a certain level of quality. I just don't believe it's remotely possible that they could put out 100 shows and movies in a year and know that even half of them are going to be really high quality. You just don't have that kind of bandwidth. So I don't know. But hey, 100 million subscribers. Why not? I mean, the funny thing is they're still projecting that Disney Plus is going to take a loss this year. They're still expecting $4 to $5 billion in losses this year, but that's because they have such a robust production schedule and they put a lot of money into things. They'll get there. There's a good roadmap. Anyway, guys, question is, you hear about this? Disney Plus hitting the hundreds, 100 million subscribers, and they say they're going to have 100 new pieces of content per year. What do you think about that? Jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Okay, guys.